Hello, my queens. It's your Empress Divine Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. I am continuing the Summer 2018 Revelation readings. And for this one, I will be doing Libra. I have a list of them. I've already done Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm doing Libra now. After Libra, I go to Gemini, then Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, and Capricorn. The order came off of the signs that showed the most love and, engagement when I did the weekend love readings last weekend. So I'm catering to the most supportive first. And the ones with the highest views, because obviously if they have the highest views, then they're the ones who are actually watching the videos or searching for these answers. And I want to be able to meet people where there's a need, not just out here throwing out stuff that don't nobody care for. If I notice a trend of certain signs that don't really have a lot of views on any videos that I do, I'm just gonna stop doing them. I love me more than anything else. And I ain't doing nothing for people that don't want it. Those days are over. But back to Leo. Not Leo, but Libra. I'm sorry, I'm a Leo moon. It's all about me, always. All right, Libra, let's get into it. I'm going to pull 3 of these cards here for major happenings and central figures appearing in your lives during the summer of 2018. It'll be 1 card for each of the 3 parts of summer. So Ascended Master, Spirit Guides, Higher Self, please provide me with 3 cards for the 3 parts of summer for Libra, summer 2018. Okay, first card for June 21st, which is today, the summer solstice, through July 21st, we have the Knight of Swords. For July 22nd through August 22nd, we have Temperance. For August 23rd through September 23rd, we have the High Priestess. I'm going to pull from this deck. To clarify each of those 3 cards, I'll pull 3 additional cards. And they'll just give me more details about what's going on in each part of your summer. I'm not doing drops, straight pulls, and no reversals. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups, the Empress, and Page of Staffs for your first part of summer, the 6 of Cups, the Lovers, and the Knight of Swords for your second part of summer, 9 of Cups, the Moon, and 4 of Staffs for the end of your summer. Let me take a minute to just look at these. Get them all lined up where it's easy for me to read. Okay, I'll adjust this camera a little bit more this way. I'll turn this lighting up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is like a message coming in. A message coming in, some sort of communication in your defense, either or. An important message could be coming in from someone that you haven't heard from in a long time, or you can have a conversation with somebody that you haven't, talked to in a long time, and maybe settle some differences that, kind of just been swept under the rug and were never confronted. That's the energy that I'm getting from the Knight of Swords. I am taking note here that the Knight of Swords has appeared twice in this reading for you. It's the main card for the first part of your summer, and then it's one of the clarifying cards in the second part of your summer. So let's dig a little bit more into that. Clarifying the Knight of Swords is the 7 of Cups. It's just like you have a lot of options right now, or you have a lot of decisions that you need to make, some things that you may have been putting off, and you feel like now it feels like maybe you're drowning, like you're overwhelmed by all the things that you have to do, all the decisions that you have to make, because for a long time you were just kind of laying back, you know, and just kind of chilling. Like maybe you were expecting somebody to make these decisions for you. You were waiting around on people to do it for you, depending on others to do it for you. So usually the Empress like embodies all of the energy of the queens, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, or coins. But I don't feel that you are embodying the Queen energy with this Empress. I feel like this, you know, aspect of the Empress energy is the part of the Empress energy that just chills. You know, when you feel like you got things going so good for you that you don't really feel like you have to exert any effort, like maybe you've been resting on your laurels and now a lot of decisions are coming, you know, up for you. And when you get to the point where you haven't done anything and you have a lot of decisions to make, sometimes you act immaturely. You'll do things without proper planning or without having thought it through, because it's like procrastination pretty much. And the Page of Staffs is where I get that energy of either procrastination or making decisions that are not well informed or well thought out, you know, impulsive action. So that's what I'm getting from these three cards here. In regards to this Knight of Swords card, where it's like a message coming in, I feel like you'll be getting, like something will be coming up and you'll finally be realizing, okay, it's time for me to start making decisions. Or this just came to my mind also, you're dealing with the Knight of Swords, which could be like an immature Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You could be involved with a guy that's younger than you, of those air signs. And that could be a reason why all this time you've been kind of blindly relying on him. He may be playing the part of, you know, the knight usually is someone who's thought of as valiant or, you know, honorable. The knight is usually, you know, when people say the knight in shining armor, that's an honorable title. He may appear like chivalrous and like he'll fight for your honor, but sometimes it's all just an act. Because with this energy here, is like all of these things that you thought that maybe he was taking care of and you could just sit back and chill, you're realizing that nah, he really ain't been taking care of it. So a lot of things have like piled on top of each other, and now you're being forced to like jump out of your chill spot. And this energy is telling me that you're in a place where you probably should be chilling, like you should be sitting back and relaxing. Like maybe this guy that you were involved with got a new job and, you know, was telling you, you know, giving you that pillow talk like, well, you know, baby, you're not gonna have to work so much anymore because, you know, I got this. I'm gonna take care of this, that, and the other. And then when the time comes, or when that red bill, that pink bill comes in saying that this is your final notice before your utilities get cut off, and now you scrambling to find money, or you scrambling to like hustle up something. That Page of Swords is like you scrambling to hustle. You got to quickly hustle. Because where you were sitting back just chilling, trusting in somebody telling you something that maybe wasn't all the way true, now you have all of these things that it's like you drowning in all of this stuff that's overwhelming. Like it's a lot of things you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that, you need to do this. But it's like you really can't reach any of it to get any of it done because you drowning in the heaviness of all of it. Like you're real overwhelmed by it when you should be in this position of just being able to chill and sit back. Somebody may be pregnant. The Empress is fertility, that mothery, you know, type of mothery feminine energy. I'm not saying that she's like, you know, the ultimate nurturer, but she does have that facet of the Empress. It's the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups energy, and the Queen of Cups is nurturing or motherly. And the Empress is very fertile. You look at her too long and boop, it's a baby there. So you may be pregnant, and maybe depending on this immature guy or a younger guy, younger air sign that you are involved with, to step up to the plate the way he says he would, and it's not really going down that way. So now you are struggling to kind of jump out of this position and degrade yourself down to the energy of a page to try to scramble to get things done, when really that's not even the way you do things. A Libra likes to plan ahead and have things nice, neat, and in order. So that's not really even how you do things. So you stepping out of your natural state of the Empress and having to embody this frantic, all over the place energy. And it's a lot of worry, it's a lot of stress, and that's unhealthy for you. I'm sorry, but that's really what was coming across really strong for me for the first part of your summer. So for the next month, just really be careful about people selling you all types of dreams and hyping you up and giving you sweet nothings and, stuff that's, they trying to play on your mind, play on your weaknesses. You're like, okay, if I tell her this and woo her this way and that, then she'll kind of, chill back and let me do my thing. It won't stress me too much. Just chill on that. Like, don't really depend on anybody else to do a lot for you. If you've gotten yourself into a position where you feel like maybe you should be able to just chill and not have to worry about stressing, if you feel like you're in that position, then you should also have like a separate fund that the other party don't know about. I'm a strong believer that a woman should always have her own account that has nothing to do with a man. I don't care if y'all are married, or if he's taking care of you, in every single way, and you don't have to worry about anything or want for anything in the relationship. I still say keep you some money off to the side that he don't know about. If he breaking you off $1,000 every 2 weeks and you don't really have to work, you need to be saving a good $250 of that every 2 weeks and letting that just build up on the side. I'm just telling y'all, I'm just trying to give you free game. You ain't gotta listen to nothing I tell you. I'm just gonna let you know where I've been and what I've learned. I ain't even gonna tell you where I've been. I'm just gonna tell you what I've learned, and it's up to you to take it, because I ain't gotta explain myself to nobody. Anyway, in the second part of your summer, from July 22nd to August 22nd, we have Temperance. Now, Temperance can go a variety of ways. Rainbows really come out after a storm is over. So after the storm is over, after all the shit hit the fan from that energy from the first part of your summer, you're going to see that track that you've had to walk through. And you're probably going to be tired because you're barefoot. You walk anywhere too long on your bare feet and you're going to feel it. So you probably going to feel a little roughed up, or you're going to feel a little tired. You're going to feel a little weary, maybe. It's just one of the two energies that I'm feeling here. So after this shit storm, after shit hit the fan and you've had to walk this long road barefoot, you'll take all that experience and use it to your good. You will have learned from it. You'll realize where you've been pouring more into other people than you have into yourself, and you'll start paying more attention to yourself, start balancing yourself. That's one energy that I have here. The other energy that I have here is that you take whatever action it takes to create equilibrium back in the situation, and then you get back on your same bullshit of believing, having your head down and focusing on, let me pour into this person. They need a little bit more, pouring out of your own cup into another person. After all that shit you just been through, that long path you walked barefoot by yourself without any help, do you see anybody else in this picture but her? Nope. After things get back stable, you go back to that same energy of, well, he needs me. Let me fix him. Trying to pour into somebody else rather than focusing on yourself. After you fix the situation, after you brought everything back to equilibrium, then you back in that same old shit. That's part 2 of the summer. Let's see what cups we have here. Well, not cups. Let's see what cards we have here. We have the 6 of Cups, the Lovers, and the Knight of Swords. The main energy here would be that Lovers. That's the major arcana. This, it could talk about your relationship. or it can be about you choosing to be an active and willing participant in whatever situation. This Six of Cups, this is like nostalgia, looking in the past, you know, remembering the good times, maybe even wishing you can go back. Instead of focusing on what's in front of you, you're like intently focused on what's behind you. And I feel like maybe you're thinking about, you know, how good the relationship used to be. Maybe this Knight of Swords, the person that was selling you all these dreams and giving you half truths about what all he can provide for you. Maybe y'all used to be in a part of the relationship where he was very hardworking and he would get out there and bust his ass and do whatever he had to do for you or y'all's family or whatever situation that y'all are in. So I feel like maybe you're looking back on the goodness of the relationship and excusing the bullshit that's currently going on. We have the woman on the side of looking back. We have the Knight of Swords on the side of the man. Like you coming at the relationship looking at his potential because you remember, you know, maybe how good he was to you back in the day. His side is coming to you with that bullshit. It's like this person has a sword, has a shield, but when shit come his way, like he don't know how to fight. He don't know how to use his sword or use his shield. So all of those characteristics that maybe you're holding on to about him and the potential that you see in him doesn't, like he has the potential to go ahead and take this beast out. Like whatever is coming against him, he has plenty of potential. Swing that sword. He got a clear shot at the thing's neck. Just be real clean slice to the neck, chop the thing whole head off, and be done with it. He has the potential, but potential don't mean nothing if you're not doing it, because he finna let this beast claw the hell out of him instead of actually using the sword, using his power. And that's the energy that he's bringing into this partnership. If it's not a relationship, it's somebody else that you know, really care about or value, because I got 2 sixes here. And sixes it reminds me of motherly energy or a very nurturing energy, very caring, very feminine energy, like having just a compulsion towards somebody, just wanting to be with this person, wanting to care for them. That's what I get from 6, because the 6 looks like a pregnant woman, you know, got that belly sticking out at the bottom. And when you're pregnant, you are full of love, like you want to protect this thing growing inside of you. You have a possessiveness over this thing inside of you. And I feel like you have that possessiveness about this person, whoever it is, if it's not your man, because the Lovers is like a Gemini card. If it's not Gemini, it could be one of the other air signs, just like the Knight of Swords. So I'm really feeling like it's a immature Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra that you're in a relationship with, or you're with a man that's younger than you. So you pretty much naturally have to step up because he's not really even a man yet. And I feel like maybe he's looking at you more like his mama than his woman. The third part of your summer, August 23rd to September 23rd, we have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess knows. The High Priestess can be psychic. The High Priestess can hear from spirit. Very in tune with their intuition. Not a whole lot gets past the High Priestess. So I'm praying to God that somebody gets fed up with that bullshit that the Knight of Swords is offering you. I'm hoping that's what's going on. Like, because this is the dark pillar, this is the light pillar. You're looking toward the light. It's like, okay, I'm aware of that darkness and I'm going to turn my back on that and look toward the light. I hope that's what's going on here. I have the 9 of Cups. Okay. The Moon. Okay. And 4 of Staffs. Okay. All right. I can work with that. I can work with that. I like it when people learn their lesson. And one thing about us air signs, like we can be, you know, in our heads and, you know, feel like we know everything or feel like we, you know, because we're very mental. So we can make ourselves believe whatever it is that we want to make ourselves believe. We can find the reasoning behind any idea that we want to hold on to. At the same time, because we're mental, we're not all the way dumb. Whereas a water sign could be in this same situation and will keep holding on 10, 20 years, a Libra, y'all are about relating and y'all are about, love, and y'all like being in a relationship. So y'all will probably stay longer than like an Aquarius or a Gemini. Because Gemini, you can't really keep their attention long enough anyway. And Aquarius opposes Leo. So a lot of time Aquarius, they embody a lot of the energy of Leo, even if they don't even realize it. So an Aquarius most likely going to put themselves first, and it's about self-preservation, and they will leave your ass. But a Libra will stick around longer than the other two air signs. But you're not dumb either, just like none of the other air signs. You're not dumb by a long shot. So it ain't going to be too much of you being used. It ain't going to be, 10, 20 years of it. You might get a good 8 or 9 years out of me, but when it get to that double digits, I got to go. Because I done spent a whole decade on you, and it's time for me to go. That's what I'm feeling for a Libra. So I'm hoping by this third part of summer, by late summer, right before, fall, when that temperature get to going dropping a little bit, just a little bit. It don't be really cold yet, but the temperature get to dropping just a little bit. Maybe some sense will be knocked into you. And with this 9 of Cups card, the 9 of Cups is somebody who they sit back and they look at their own trophies. It's a single person. And that's what makes me think that, okay, maybe you'll be getting some sense about you. It's a single person sitting back just thinking about everything that you've gone through and all that you've accomplished. So they have all their, trophies or cups, up on the shelf. And they're like, wow. You're going to be thinking about all the things that you want. All the things that you deserve. Because you can be like, okay, I've been through a lot. Like, I know what I deserve. You're going to take stock of yourself. And taking stock of yourself allows you to clearly see what it is that you deserve. So the 9 of Cups is about, okay, I have the courage to know what I deserve and to actually go after what I deserve, or only accept what I deserve and nothing less. Like, you put your own wants and needs and emotions up on a pedestal, finally, and you devote yourself to it. That I cross my heart, hope to die. This all that I'm accepting. This that I'm looking up at, this high ideals, these things, these goals for what I want in my emotional life, this is all I'm accepting. Cross my heart, hope to die. That's what I get from this card. Along with the moon. The moon is like the illumination in dark places. So something is finally coming to the light. What's done in dark comes to the light. Something finally comes to the light. We getting ready to go through eclipse season. A lot of things are going to start being revealed. The moon can also be about, I don't like to call people crazy, but craziness. Like, you'll be able to see clearly where you've been accepting craziness. Foolishness. Look at this dog all on his back, skinning and grinning, acting a fool. Like, complete foolishness. You've been accepting. Another meaning for the moon card is, you see this lobster? In some decks, it's a crab coming up out of the water. That's like the first life forms on Earth. There was life underwater before there was anything on land. And this thing from underwater is coming out onto land. So it's like primitive people or a primitive person. A person who doesn't really have a whole lot of enlightenment. You can't really tell them nothing because they ain't never been nowhere. They don't really know nothing. I hate how that sounds, but somebody may be uncultured. You know, the first life forms, like, they weren't very evolved. Very primitive, very primal, whatever. They follow instinct and don't really think a whole lot. There's not a lot of room for that type of energy in 2018. You got to be able to think in 2018. Instinct ain't going to get you a whole lot of places. Intuition It's different than animal instinct. Very different. So you may be dealing with someone who's pretty much just acting on like, you know, boys will be boys is what I'm hearing. Like some masculine instinct or something. Whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain that. Maybe you'll understand that, acting on like some masculine, boyish instinct, boyish impulse. And you start to see things for what it is. You start to see that foolishness. A light is shown on that foolishness, and you starting to see it. And it doesn't go along with those standards that you're starting to set for yourself. But through all of this, we still have the Four of Staffs. Now, the Four of Staff is like it's like the drive to improve your home, hearth, family life. A focus, a passion for your home, family life. So with the High Priestess card here, this woman who can see, it looks like she's looking toward the light. These higher standards, the Moon card illuminating the darkness, you know, showing you mess, showing you bullshit pretty much. And then we have the Four of Staffs. There's like a passion for the home. Now this can be, don't just take the picture now. When you have a passion for the home, it can be good passion, it can be bad passion. I'm hoping it's going to be good passion like this. Or, and I know I'm just saying this because I understand Libra energy. In the third part of summer, you could actually come to a complete and exact understanding of everything that's going on, going wrong, everything that has been messing up your summer, all of this mess that you've been going through, all of this emotion and tumultuousness, all of this going on through your summer. I feel like you get to a point where you be like, I know I deserve better, where you have an inner knowing that you deserve better. But I feel like you probably still gonna end up sticking in this relationship and trying to make it look like things are all gravy. That's really how I feel like. Because the Moon card can also be deception. It can be illusions. You know, you see things that go bump in the night. You know, you start hearing stuff at nighttime. You go to looking at something off in the corner and it look like something else. Things shapeshift in the nighttime. And I sincerely feel in my heart of hearts and in the pit of my stomach right now. I have like a little tingly feeling in my stomach right now. That you still gonna put on. That everything is all nice. Everything is all good. Knowing you know better. So that whole thing I just went through about Libras. You know, maybe we'll invest 8 or 9 years in it, but not 10. Well, maybe you ain't at 8 or 9 years yet. Or maybe you at 8 years and you need to go through your 9th year. Look at that 9. Maybe you need to experience the 9th year. You know, the 9 is right before the 10. The 10 is a new cycle, completion. You know, the end, book close. Let me go find a different book to read. The 9 is like you getting close to the end. But I feel like you're going to stay around to see just how the end goes. Knowing full well what's going on in your relationship. If it's not in your relationship, it's somebody in your circle that you're close with. And you know they be selling you that bullshit. And you just, you know how Libra do. Y'all just grin and bear it. Grin and play dumb. And act like you don't know what's going on for the sake of keeping peace. For the sake of having that relationship. I don't know what it is about Libra. I guess it's just part of being the 7th house ruler. The 7th house energy. It's about relationships and partnerships, I guess. I guess it's just hard for a Libra to really truly be off on their own. But I feel like if you don't get the energy to get off on your own, you're going to keep putting on the show. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? That's Sagittarius who sang that song. We look like we're going to have an encore. You come through the rain, made it through the storm, through this whatever situation that you got got into as a result of this person selling you that bullshit in the first part of your summer. It's like you fix it in the second part of your summer, July to August. You fix it just to really come to realization that this person probably really don't have your back like you know that they should. He's really not committed, because in the Lover's card, it's you that's coming with that, you know, that mothering, nurturing energy, and him coming with this half-ass potential. I always tell women, you can't date potential. You can't do nothing with potential. All you can deal with is reality. You can go out, ooh, he gonna be a millionaire one day. He's not a millionaire now. I feel like he has the capacity to love. Is he loving you now? He gonna look good once he do so and so and so and so. Has he done that now? Is he working on that now? My man will be fine if he lose 50 pounds. Is he in the gym? Is he going walking? Potential not gonna get you nowhere. Potential is just as bad as you living in your mind, in your imagination. Basically, potential is imagination. The moon card, seeing things that are not really there. And now I'm feeling like with this High Priestess card, it's like, even though you know better, I'm not gonna address what else is going on. I'm just gonna look at what I want. I feel like this is what you want in love. And you're gonna hold so close to it. I cross my heart and hope to die. This is what I'm gonna have in my relationship. And you're just gonna ignore everything else happening around you. You're gonna ignore this chaos going on. We're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore the boogeyman standing over there in the corner, draining all your energy. And we're just gonna put on and act like, yeah, everything is good. We're good. We're happy. We're in love. He loves me. She's facing. She's front facing. You facing everybody that's watching you. He don't care. He gonna do what he wanna do. This is the Knight of Swords. Double time. Shitting all over your summer. Your summer could be a lot better without the Knight of Swords, but you gonna keep him around. His back turned to the audience. He don't really care what nobody else say. If he's a younger air sign, he don't give a damn what nobody's saying about him. He out to enjoy life and do what he want to do. He's still out here exploring and finding himself. Until he finds himself, he's not going to be able to go from a knight to a king. But you're going to stick with it because of the potential for him to become a king. There is no King of Swords in this spread. It's not to say he'll never grow up, but it ain't happening this summer. But good luck to you. I mean, the scene is cute. So whatever y'all are doing to put on, or you're doing to make it seem like y'all are, you know, okay and stable and happy, it looks like it might be a cute little production. It might be believable until you get around somebody like me, a tarot reader, the energy of a high priestess, and we call that shit out. I'm sorry, Libra, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to ask y'all to like or comment if this applies to you. I wouldn't tell nobody if it applied to me. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Bye.